Claude Design is here. This is Anthropic's Figma killer. I've been using it since it dropped yesterday across a variety of use cases, and it's done some pretty mind-blowing things. It turned this quick 10-second sketch into a super high fidelity mockup that any coding agent could absolutely rip off and build a polished app ready to ship today. In this video, I'm going to take you through how I got set up with this tool, what I've been experimenting with building with it, and if this truly is the Figma killer. Let's dive in. So here we are in the app, Claude Design. This is free for any Pro or Max subscribers. So if you pay for Claude, you get this. Gives you some options for what to build here on the left, whether you want a prototype, give it a name and what type of fidelity you want, whether it's a quick wireframe, so just get some rough ideas, or high fidelity, pixel perfect stuff you'd want to hand off to an agent or build yourself. A slide deck for basic styling and themes that you want for a project, not necessarily the mockups. A template from the variety of templates they have. For instance, here's an animation one if you want time-based motion design, or other if you want a blank project. That's what I've mostly been doing for these. Now, let me take you through the wireframes I was able to generate. So I'm building this app, Raw Meditation. It's kind of a social meditation app. How I started was I took my PRD doc from my Swift UI app I had made when I first started the app, pasted it in here, selected that I wanted a wireframe. It injected this prompt, and then it got right to work. And I asked it to give me a variety of variants for this project for each screen so I could give options and quickly iterate through. And just for comparison's sake, I gave the same thing to just a standard Claude desktop app to give me mockups. It honestly didn't do a terrible job, to be frank. I could screenshot these, hand it off to an agent, but it didn't give me a lot of options across each thing. It spent a while getting high fidelity when all I needed was wireframes. Only gave me, 5 total screens. But in the app, it can intuitively generate variants. You can also see it up here. I told it I want 7 screens, lo-fi exploration, so low detail. And it cooked up this nice dashboard I can click through. This is just all raw HTML. And so, for instance, from the onboarding screen, it gave me 3 options. Do I want a 3-step carousel, 1-pager, guided first session? Did this for all the screens I wanted. Got me inspired, showed me what I wanted, what I didn't want. Used my color themes I wanted. You can see down here, you can change my color theme if I wanted to, and the style for the mockups. So essentially, I just turned on speech to text as I went through these. You can see that message I sent right here. So I gave it feedback and said, hey, now make me the high fidelity mockups. And these were, quite frankly, amazing. Using my color theme, obviously much more polished. Got the onboarding flow exactly how I wanted. The home button, this looks fantastic. I told it I wanted the home button. You can see the initial wireframe of the home button, where it actually inspired me to put the meditation button front and center. Now it looks fantastic. Subtle animations there. Nice coloring on the streaks. We'll make this bigger. Beautiful gradient for the active session. Didn't even request that. And so if I'm happy with this, I can screenshot all these, give it to a Claude coding agent. I also have the option in the top right here to download the code it generated. I can hand off the Claude code. Or if I just wanted it as a PowerPoint or PDF to maybe make it more shareable to non-technical people or designers, I have that option. And honestly, just now I'm realizing to the hand off the Claude code button here. So that would make the transition to real code very seamless. Love the integration across the Anthropic suite we have going on. Then I wanted to test the sketch functionality. So I made a new project, and then each project has a design files view right here. I just clicked new sketch in the top right here, and that gave me a Microsoft Paint-like canvas where I spent a little bit just doing a rough dashboard just to see how precise it could get it. I wanted to see if it could get this 2/3, 1/3 block, squiggly lines for text, if it could fill that out, understand this was a search bar. I do wish there was an eraser in this step. I couldn't figure that out. Let me know. But I gave it just a 1-sentence prompt, make me a recruiting agency CRM, track these things, and go to town with the sketch. And then very quickly, it gave me This absolutely cracked mockup exactly what I wanted. It knew there was a 2/3, 1/3 split here. It understood that was a table, knew this was a left nav bar with all this text. I can't actually click through this, but I'm sure if I asked it to, it could have. I just asked for the homepage. To make pinpoint suggestions on the mockup it generated, you can click this comment button in the top right, say I want this header, and say make the text shorter here and bold. I can click send to Claude or just leave a comment if my teammates wanted to view it. It knows exactly which elements I'm talking about and what I want changed. And we should see a quick update to that line any second. And we can see it's a little shorter. Nice and bold. And then finally, this is actually a real app I built, not this exact code, but the overall layout. So I wanted to see how it could handle importing code of a Next.js app and then rebuild it with whatever remixes or improvements I wanted on top of that. So here's a real app running locally. I do plan to actually adjust this. It's not the cleanest style. I don't like how this is dark. The colors just scream, it's vibe coded. So what I did is I took the code for this, also found a screenshot in Dribbble of something I liked, like this other recruitment CRM with more whiter, balanced colors. I made a new project. At the very top, said for the attached folder, this is my application, rebuild it, use it the style of the attached screenshot, and boom, it generated this pretty much to a T of all the components that the original app has with the improvements I wanted. Much more lighter pastels. This left bar isn't dark. Had the account down here, all these tab navigations that exactly exist on the app. Did not have to take a screenshot of it. It could read the Next.js and know how it actually looks. And then from here, I can use the same tools to refine, tweak it, and then send it off to Claude Code and say, update the real repo to match this style. Just a fantastic way to quickly iterate on real designs without having to do all this screenshot juggling. This is a super powerful tool. I'm loving it. I'm gonna see how I can incorporate this in my workflow. Pretty funny, 20 minutes after it was released, we saw Figma stock plummet over 4%. Personally, I don't think this is gonna kill Figma. Obviously, the exact high fidelity that Figma provides to designers, that is built by designers for designers, that will continue to be the flagship way for designing mockups and designs for applications, in my opinion. The tool more fits the developer like me. I'm a team of one outside of work. I want to quickly iterate on ideas. I don't need exact pixel perfect precision just yet. I can get inspired by these. I can use my technical expertise to export this and hand off to an agent. Fits that need perfectly. There's been some other conversations like, if everyone's using AI for designs, won't things start to look the same after a point? Sure, if you're completely unoriginal and don't modify the designs. But again, this is just a way to get you, the first draft down, and then from there, you can tweak it. Obviously, as you build more and more yourself, you get an eye for what are actually vibe-coded applications versus what are unique and original applications. For sure, use Dribbble and other sites to get inspired and references. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, but how you piece it all together for your application, I don't think is a concern for everything looking the same. Greg Eisenberg, a guy on top of AI and workflows, kind of has the best take. I use Claude Design and kind of hate how good it is. That's kind of my opinion too. It is great. We'll see if this stays in my toolkit, but I am excited to use this for future projects and refining my current projects. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Have you tried this out? Is it working? Is it generating slop? Will this convert UX designers to use a more engineering-focused design tool? Thank you guys for watching. If you learned anything, you are obligated to like this video, subscribe for more AI news and workflows like these, and I'll see you in the next one.